What's up, my people? It's Jebber Gaming Jaws here, coming to you today because I wanted to talk about greatest hits labels on video games. I thought that I would, for this video, just kind of cover a broad spectrum of different consoles and just kind of give my opinions on different labels for games and what I think about it. This is really just like entirely opinion, so you know, you might have completely different opinions, and that's totally cool. I love different opinions, doesn't bother me one bit, but this is how I feel about different things. As a whole, I would say that I don't love greatest hits games in my collection. Sometimes, like, if it's cheap, if it's at Goodwill or whatever, like, I'm not going to pass up a $1 or $2 really awesome game just because it's a greatest hits game, but a lot of times if I'm going to go and actually spend some hard-earned money on something and really buy something at like retail price or on eBay, I'm not gonna buy a greatest hits game, especially if it's like one of the games that I really want for my collection. Like, with that being said, it's not like the worst thing in the world, and it's not like it affects the game at all. You know, the game will still play just fine, and if you're not really a collector or if you don't really care, you know, one thing that a lot of people don't like about greatest hits titles is that they'll kind of not look as good on a shelf, you know. Like if you have a bunch of black label PlayStation games and they are all black all across, and then suddenly you got this lime green thing in your face, it doesn't look very good. So some people don't care at all though, so I think for those people that's kind of nice because it kind of opens up the options for them. So anyways, I thought I would move through some of these systems here and just give a few examples of different ways that different companies have handled this in the past. The GameCube I didn't think did too bad of a job with it. Here's an example of an original game. Still got the tag on it from where I bought it, but this is Metroid Prime for the GameCube. This is the original version. So here's an example of a greatest hits. On the GameCube they called them Player's Choice. It wasn't greatest hits. This also has the tag on it from where I bought it. So yeah, as you can see, like, that's not too obtrusive. I think the side is a different color. The normal ones are usually black. This is yellow, so that gives you a different... This was interesting too. When I bought this, it says bestseller here. It's not a greatest hits title, but it is different than just the original. So I don't know what that is exactly. I haven't actually looked into that to see what that is about, but apparently they did that on the GameCube. So moving on to the PS3, this was different. I had never seen this before. So here's an example of an original PlayStation 3 game. We got Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection. I got this for $5 on a local Facebook for sale group, which I'm really excited about. I thought that was a good deal. And this is a greatest hits. So for the PS3, they kind of did this thing where they had the case be red, and obviously that's way different, and that's gonna look a lot different on your game shelf. Whether you like the way that looks or whether you care or not, that's entirely up to you. PlayStation 2 wasn't too bad. Here's an example of the original Kingdom Hearts, and here's a greatest hits copy. Not too bad, not too different. This is really funny. On the original Xbox, they had this green color. I am so not a fan of that green color. Honestly, the green color is probably one of the things that I hate the most about Xbox. And one of the things that has kept me from that system for so long, they always incorporate that ugly fucking green color, and I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. And it was really thick with the original Xbox. So right from the get-go, I was just so turned off. I've been the same. My tastes have not changed ever since. It's very funny because the original Xbox is actually one console that I would probably prefer to have their greatest hits. It's called Platinum Hits on Xbox. So yeah, I would actually prefer that on that. Now, as you guys know, my favorite console of all time is the original PlayStation. And I tell you what, these look beautiful to me. I love jewel cases. I used to love going to the store and seeing these all up in the display. It just looks so awesome and so uniform and beautiful. And it was like buying a CD, but not, you know. This is Siphon Filter 2. This was one of my favorite games when I was a kid. I would love to play these games again. I actually gotta get through them. That would be really cool. It's been a long time since I've played through them. And then you got this fugly as shit greatest hits green. Oh, bleh, makes you want to barf. I hate this shit so much. It's just painful. This is just my opinion again, of course. Like, I don't care if you like this stuff or if it doesn't matter to you. Like, actually, that's better for you. For me, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's just fucking disgusting. So, obviously, I own this. I picked this up at a yard sale for $5. It's in mint condition. I wasn't going to pass it up. It's still a good game. Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy V for $5. I do think that eventually I will have to get the Black Label version. I may have to trade this in or, do something with it. This will not be the copy that I keep ultimately for my collection. Especially when I think about down the road, 20 years from now, and I'm looking through whatever I've come to amass of my PlayStation collection. I don't want to see a Final Fantasy Greatest Hits game. So here, I'll just give another example of beautiful Final Fantasy VIII. So gorgeous. And then you got the big old fucking eyesore. Actually, probably the best example that I've seen lately is the Wii U of doing it right. So here's Twilight Princess. This is the normal version. And here we have Wind Waker. This is the Nintendo Select. So this is the $20 cheapo version that you can get now, which is an amazing deal. Get it, buy it while they still have them. You will never pay $20 for a brand new Zelda game. And what's really cool, I think, about what they do with the Wii U, it doesn't stand out. When you put these on a shelf to display them, it's not going to look really different. So I think that's really cool. They did a good job with that. Very, very smart, Nintendo. Finally using that old noggin. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think about greatest hits and collecting, and do you care at all, or are you just looking for the games, and are you interested in any Final Fantasy greatest hits games? Alright, peace out.